Hi everybody and welcome. I am so glad that you're here. Today is going to be a really awesome video because we're going to be talking about our beautiful herbaceous perennial plant, the chrysanthemum. Now that we're autumn, I know that many people here in the US have lots of these flowers everywhere. The chrysanthemum is so amazing because we have hundreds and hundreds of different chrysanthemum, and the one that we have specifically here is the cold hardy, very hardy chrysanthemum. And so we have been doing fantastic, and this is the one that I highly recommend to everybody to have if you are in a garden zone 7 like we are in here in the USA in Maryland. We purchased our chrysanthemum many years ago, I would say like 4 to 5 years ago, and it was just a tiny little plant that we got from Lowe's. It was actually on sale after autumn, so I think we got it for like 50 cents. And what we did is we just divided, because it's easy to propagate this plant. This plant right now that you still have the stems all green, fresh, and they haven't gone dormant, you can just take a few cuttings, and just by cuttings you can actually propagate it. You can propagate it, the best way that I like to propagate it is by just taking a few cuttings, fresh cuttings, which I just did that the last week, and put it in a pot of water. So just any cup with water, after you have cut all the leaves in the bottom so that the stem doesn't get rotten because of the leaves getting rot, and just put it there in a pot and with water, and remove the water every few days so that you have clean fresh water. Once you start seeing that you have root system, then that's when you can actually move it then into a pot with soil. And then once it gets into being spring back again and it gets a little bit hot, then that's when I take then those cuttings that now have been established, I take them outside. Dug up one that is giving us lots of babies. So you can see I just pull and they just come right out. So there's so many babies. These are all divisions. So there's this one, another one. Oh my god, there's so many. Look at that. They just keep on coming. I mean, I could leave them together, but I can have so many babies out of this. Oh, love it. Another one. Oh, 11. So we got 11 for just one plant. The chrysanthemum, as you can see, this one over here is a small one, right? Very long. And then in the bottom, you see that it's already giving new shoots. These are baby chrysanthemum. That's a chrysanthemum right there. This is a chrysanthemum. This is a chrysanthemum. That is a chrysanthemum. That's going to be a baby chrysanthemum. That over there is a chrysanthemum. So all of this will be full of flowers. And if I want to, I can just take those little divisions and I can just plant them in another place that I would like to in the garden. And the great thing about this plant is, as I mentioned in the beginning, it's a herbaceous perennial. So you can actually eat this plant. We use them a lot in teas, but of course if you take them inside, because in our case we do not put no insecticides, we don't put nothing that could be bad for the environment, no fertilizers, none of that stuff. So I know that this is all purely organic, just water and sun from God and all the different insects that have been giving me organic matter. So I can actually take this and use it for tea, and then for, using it in my showers and things like that, because I like to, when you do a nice bath, you can actually put some of the petals or the flowers, just put it on the bath, and it's really good if you have had any dry skin, or you have itchy skin, or you have, especially now that it's winter, or you have eczema or any type of rash So this is really good also for inflammation. It's really good antioxidant as well. So it's fantastic then to incorporate it then and into your daily routine. Now, of course, before you use this, check them with your medical practitioner, check them with your medical doctor, check them with your physician. And here, this is only for educational purposes. We're not responsible for any side effect or anything that can happen. Some people do have allergies to daisies. Daisies, especially if you have allergies to daisies, then you're more than likely going to be allergic also to the chrysanthemums as well. So if you, not everybody responds the same way, so be careful, you know, that you hear somewhere, hey, this is fantastic, and then you have an allergic reaction. Not everybody's the same, so please check before you incorporate anything into your diet. Now for us, I absolutely love it. I love the smell of the chrysanthemum. Not everybody's the same. Some people don't like the smell of the chrysanthemum. I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love the smell of the Montag daisy, which is a little bit related then to the chrysanthemum as well. We did a video of our beautiful Montag daisy, which is gigantic nowadays. Maintenance, we just let it be. It's gonna get dormant, and you know you're gonna see it drying out during winter. But do not cut it. I don't cut it because, as you can see, like right now, there's a whole bunch of butterflies and a whole bunch of insects in there, and they do need it. They do need the stems. They do need this. So I try to be as gracious as possible to the animals and insects around us. And so I don't do what people do usually in fall, that they clean in fall. I don't clean in fall. I do the cleaning in spring. So once it comes spring, at the end, almost a spring. At the end, almost a spring. Now when it's beginning almost in summer, almost summer, that's when I go outside and I start then cutting then the stem all the way to the end, leaving only like 3 to 6 inches of the actual stem, and then the rest it can go into a pile for compost. So you don't need to really clear it out, because many people, I know that everybody's different, but many people actually cut it in at the end of fall, right before winter. They cut it all the way to the ground. And the problem is, if you think that you're gonna remember where the flowers are, but you're not gonna remember where everything in your garden is. And then because it's covered by mulch, or it's covered by grass growing around it, or whatever, then when it comes then the time to cutting then the grass and cutting everything and cleaning everything else that you want to clean in spring, then you're more likely to actually cut then the actual new buds and the new growth of the plant. As you can see, I stake them by putting one stem over here, which it can be any branch that you want. So I put one branch over here for support, one branch in the other side for support, and then I just use a string then to loop it around, and then everything is safe inside of then the actual string. And now it looks like this. But if you want to have it more bushy as the plant is growing in summer, as the plant grows, just cut it a little bit as it's growing so you can make it more bushy, more bushy, more bushy. But the goal is to make then all of this full of the chrysanthemum, which is going to be really cute, a hedge. And I'm going to put more chrysanthemums throughout the garden. So we're going to be dividing a lot. Pretty cutesy, but you see how tall she can grow. She can grow really tall. Pretty cool. And this is the result after giving it some support. So now you can see them standing a little bit more straight. And we need to continue dividing because there's some empty spaces. But now you can actually enjoy them better, and the wind is not going to be breaking them as much. I see over here that this broke over here, so we're going to take that and we're going to take this division. We're going to take a cutting and we're going to be propagating that cutting, so it's not a loss. We can still harvest this and we can use the flowers then for our tea, the leaves as well, and then we're going to then take a cutting, put it in water, and propagate it. There's a lot of bugs in the garden, and so whenever we take something in, we have to make sure that it's washed multiple times. And then of course you can just dry it if you want. Just let it in a air dry, and just putting it in a towel or paper towel, and within a few days you're gonna start seeing how it dries and it gets toasty. Once it's dry completely, then you can go ahead and just storage then for you as normal herbs that you would buy at the store for making tea. But we're gonna take some fresh, and then we're gonna be another day we're gonna be using then the ones that are already dry up. I'll mix it then with a little bit of my other favorite herbs. There's a whole bunch. If anybody has ever stayed in my house, my friends that stay in the house, they know that I make my concoctions of all the different teas. So I'm going to be adding as well a little bit of the Jamaican hibiscus, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to be also adding a little bit of the star anise because I just love the smell of it. And it's autumn, it's fall. And the star anise with the Jamaican hibiscus and then the chrysanthemum is like amazing. Plus, I also made this syrup, the fig syrup, because we have a lot of figs. So I'm definitely gonna be using the fig syrup for then just a little sugar taste at the end once it's getting cooled. But at the beginning, it's just water. Boil the water. I'm gonna then, once I start seeing the bottle boiling, that's when I'm gonna be adding everything. We don't need to do it while the water is boiling. Just let the water boil, and then we can do everything else. These are the chrysanthemum. We made sure that it doesn't have no insects from our garden. So exciting. The star anise, just because it's so amazing. I've been feeling a little bit with a little bit of body ache, which this is so good for. And then of course, because of the flu season, a little bit of then the anti-inflammatory effect and medicinal effect of the Jamaican hibiscus, which is so good. All three of them, great medicine, and they taste amazing, and the house smells so good. Let's go ahead and remove that. I'm gonna let it boil for 1 minute. I'm gonna put then this with the cloves, hibiscus. I will cover it and let it cool down for a few minutes. Look at the beautiful flowers floating in the hibiscus tea with star anise and chrysanthemum. What a beautiful tea. Here we have the fig syrup. Let's go ahead and taste it. It's so good. It has then that earthy flavor from then the star anise and from the chrysanthemum, and then the sweetness that also then all the other flowers give the chrysanthemum, the star anise, the hibiscus. Wonderful. But again, if you want to just do it purely with the chrysanthemum, it tastes great just with the chrysanthemum. So good. And we are all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video as much as I did. And I will update you back again in spring. If you want to check out our spring clean out, we always do a video for spring when we're cleaning, and well, when I am cleaning, because I am the one that loves gardening. So everything that you see in the garden, the majority of it has been me, myself, and I that have done it. And little by little, we do everything. Lots of division, lots of saving money tips. Like, there's so many good things. We're always trying to do everything that can be environmental friendly and help the environment, and help also then the people that are going to be coming to this home. And almost everything is edible, and almost everything is perennial. Every now and then we put some, animals, but the majority are going to be them perennial. So if you are into growing plants that can last for a long time, especially in the Garden Zone 7, this is it. Go ahead and subscribe to Jazz Community YouTube, and you know that there's lots of content, from hikikosi videos to cat videos to remedies, home remedies, to exercises, to decor, to do it yourself, to napkin tutorials. I mean, you name it. There's so many things. Lots of food, recipes, so many good things, and lots of gardening content. I love you all so much. Enjoy the day, enjoy the miracles, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.